Hello, welcome back to Electric River Radio. I'm your host, Victor. This is Vince and our other co-host, Blake Stevens. And here we are talking about Beats of the Week and the rest of the radio news and everything else going on in the EDM world. Excited for this week. We got a big week planned with a lot of different artists. First artist that I want to talk about was Porter Robinson. He's hosting his first festival called Second Sky Festival, and it's hosted by Golden Voice. And one of the things that's cool about this new festival that he's hosting is he's actually going to be opening up. So he's going to be the first person there to make sure that people are getting there early, and it's going to be like a good reason to get to the festival on time and be one of the first people at the festival. What do you guys think about that?
Well, yeah, I don't think that's going to work.
No?
No, I think music festivals are,
Yeah.
like, for a lot of people, a party. For people who aren't, like, music purists or whatever, it's a big party, and no one wants to pregame at 10 a.m., 11 a.m. multiple days in a row to see Porter Robinson, who's not my favorite. He's actually probably one of my least favorite DJs, so I'm not waking up at 9 a.m. doing kegs and eggs so I can go see Porter Robinson and then stay and have the night get progressively worse, I guess is maybe the idea. I appreciate what he's trying to do to get people to come earlier. I just don't think it's going to work.
Well, it's not going to get progressively worse. He's just going to be opening up with the openers. So it's just like he's giving people a reason to go see like the other people that are opening up his festival.
I feel like if you're in the music game and you start a festival, it's just a shit show. Like, what's the bad? You either die a hero or you live to see yourself become a villain. Perry Farrell hates Lollapalooza. He hates EDM music, and where do they play? Perry's stage, named after him. That sounds dog shit. And again, Porter Robinson, not a crowd favorite. What's he trying to do? Sue me.
He's not a crowd favorite. I appreciate him trying to be different, but I just don't think it's going to work. I think a lot of people have better festivals. I know Diplo is bringing what's it called? I forgot the name of the festival, but it's in Philly, it's in Boston, it's in New York. It's way better time. No. No. We'll move next topic.
Excision has his own festival though.
Get out of here.
He does. Lost Lands. Lost Lands is Excision's festival, and that's a hype ass festival.
You know what though? I wonder what is the like breakdown of ownership of. Does Excision own all the revenues and stuff? I wonder how that works.
I agree.
It's like Michael Jordan's restaurant, where it's like a name, and then someone else actually owns it, or
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I'm pretty sure if like an artist is creating a festival that they own pretty much all of it. I would imagine. I'd imagine that they have like massive, like other investors.
A pretty big stake in it, yeah,
for sure. But like all of the creative control, I'm pretty sure is.
See, that's what's crazy to me is
them.
why would a DJ know what a good festival is?
Yeah.
I just doesn't. It's not something that makes sense to me. Why they would know?
But I'm gonna disagree because they go to the best festivals in the world.
Yeah.
They know what it takes. So on the same
100%.
coin, like Tame Impala, he's one of the coolest shit. He knows what looks good. Porter Robinson may not, but Tame does.
But recognizing what's great and being able to produce it yourself, especially because it's the best parts of festival is the stuff you don't see. So festivals are most enjoyable for the aspects that you don't notice. So bathrooms, close lodging, traffic in and out, taxis, etc. That's the type of stuff that I think can really ruin a good festival that I don't think Porter Robinson's mapping out toilets and logistics.
Yeah, it sounds like a Netflix documentary waiting to happen.
I don't think so.
Shout out Billy McFarland. If you want to invest in this video series, call me.
I don't think so. I think it's going to be way better than that. But something that is a little like the Fire Festival, Spring Awakening.
R.I.P.
It didn't start off bad. It started off fantastic, actually. It was at Soldier Field.
So much fun.
Beautiful stages, massive, huge production, just so cool.
Sound was amazing.
Everything, Skrillex in the pouring rain, unbelievable.
Jack U in the rain.
Since those first 2 years, first 3 years,
that was so good.
It has gone downhill every single year after it moved away from Soldier Field.
And they keep raising prices.
it is so sad. So Spring Awakening happened this past weekend. I fortunately was able to shoot it. I was shooting 3 artists, all pretty small artists, but nonetheless.
Do you want to shout them out?
Yeah, 100%. The artist I was shooting was it was Basil, Heno, back-to-back with Observa, and Kayvon, who I think he's going to be blowing up in the next few years. Not that the other artists won't, but he's really got a specific style of music that he plays, and it's really, really beautiful. And he put on a really good set. But the festival itself, the venue was so bad. It flooded like the few days before, so it was like a construction site. They literally had excavators next to the freaking stages with mounds of dirt and sand and like mulch. That it was crazy. I've never seen such an ugly place for any type of venue. It was insane.
It's almost like every single year, 1 month before Spring Awakening happens, they get a call from whatever venue they were planning on using, and they're like, oh, by the way, you can't use this venue anymore. And the Spring Awakening directors go, okay, what's like almost worse than what we did? No, what's way worse than what we did? Let's do that every year for 6 years in a row until we're having it in a McDonald's parking lot in Elgin. That's where it's going to be next year.
I seriously don't know how it could have been worse. I mean, like, one thing that I will give them, though, is the artist setup. They had it in the Sears Center, and the artist setup was really nice. All the catering, I mean, it was, like, my first time seeing what it's like to be, like, in the artist area. So that was, like, kind of cool.
That's awesome.
They had, like, pinball machines and stuff. No.
Pinball's tight.
But, so I can't really compare that to anything else, but it was nice for the artists.
And
I hate to circle back, but Spring Awakening.
Yeah.
You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
it's a callback, folks. It's crazy because the lineup is so good, too.
Yeah.
And then because really good artists go there, then they can't perform at Lollapalooza. So
Yeah.
then you almost feel like you're splitting really good EDM artists and making them choose between Spring Awakening and Lollapalooza, and it waters both down kind of. Although I do think Spring Awakening or Lollapalooza has done a really good job of filling Perry's with not just like EDM, but not traditional EDM DJs only for electric music. So
Yeah.
a little bit of diversification in type of electric music, but I definitely wish that Spring Awakening was good.
Me too.
Bad.
I
It's
wish
so
Chicago
bad.
had like just like an EDC, like an amazing like EDM.
And that was the
festival.
plan.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
And it was for a second, and then now it's not. But
Cowards.
moving on to
You're cowards.
Ultra in Korea, Martin Garrix was supposed to play, and Swedish House Mafia was supposed to play.
Oh, that's a heater.
Wheels are coming off.
Swedish House Mafia canceled a few hours before their set. Few hours, no notice. Since it was like so last minute, they couldn't get anyone to replace them. So they had to give everyone a refund who had a Sunday ticket because like the headliner didn't go on.
Yeah, I don't think their reunion tour is going well. It sounds like there's a lot of personal stuff going on.
Oh
which
yeah,
is
I'm sure. And they didn't even
crazy.
like let out a reason or anything about why they canceled.
Yeah.
Also, Martin Garrix couldn't perform because he broke his ankle when he was in Vegas doing a stage jump. He was jumping off stage like, woo! Broken ankle.
I saw.
Going Ultra, both had to cancel.
I've seen a broken leg on a stage dive up close and personal. I think you were with me at Coachella that year when Florence the Machine did
No,
a
I wasn't
stage
right.
dive and
Yeah.
just snaps her leg right now. Sad.
How can you not perform as a DJ with a broken leg?
Well, he had to get surgery.
Oh, okay.
So, on his ankle, or else the damage was going to be like.
Like permanent, like ligament damage or
Yeah.
something, like nerve
So,
damage or
yeah.
something. I get that. That's
So he had to get surgery, and then now he has to. Or else I would say, yeah, he probably could. Who was in the wheelchair? 2 Chainz was like
2
in
Chainz.
the
2
wheelchair
Chainz.
performing on stage.
'Cause
That
he's a
was pretty
pimp.
crazy, yeah.
Pimp's Ride. Is Swedish House Mafia still coming to Chicago?
So their whole American tour was just a rumor. So like they're doing a European tour for sure, and it ends I think in the winter this year, December.
Yeah.
And then the idea is the rumors they were gonna do like a New York, Chicago, LA, Vegas, quick U.S. tour in the spring next year, which would be awesome. But apparently there's a lot of issues there, and they're not able to work together effectively. Which I always thought they had broken up for money issues because there was 3 of them, and
Yeah, did you see the documentary?
you pay for an act, and you don't want to split it 3 ways when you could just be 3 separate acts. But I didn't. What did the doc say?
I forget which one it was, but one of them was, well, Sebastian and Ingrosso. Axwell was like kind of like going against Sebastian and Ingrosso, and that's why Sebastian and Ingrosso started doing their own thing. They started doing their separate things, but then they went back together, and Axwell, like, I don't know, he caused problems for them, so he was like the main reason. But
Sucks.
yeah, it's a bummer because I mean their music's amazing, but also
Good on them to refund them though.
yeah, for Ultra,
Yeah,
100%.
That's a big deal to refund them. I wouldn't think.
100%.
I mean, I wouldn't do that.
I think it's a 50-50 on refunds. Like sometimes they do it, sometimes they
Yeah.
don't.
But also for artists that aren't getting together, Zedd. All the drama that's been going on with him and Mathew Koma, I think is so childish. And
Well,
for anyone to take a stance on it, I think it's honestly very ignorant, because when Mathew Koma posts on Twitter all this stuff and people are like, yeah, fuck Zedd, fuck him, like, and this whole cancel culture thing, I think it's such bullshit, especially when Zedd doesn't release his story, and then he releases his story a few days later, and then it's like, oh, okay, yeah, this makes sense.
Yeah, break it down. So Koma essentially said Zedd used him for his music and wrote him off the rest of the time, or whatever. But
Didn't give him any credit. Would take credit for like all of these songs that both of them collaborated on together, and Zedd would say all of his work was his, and that none of he just said that like he cut him out on like all this stuff, and Zedd came back and was like, not really sure what you're talking about. Like, if you ever felt that way, why didn't you come talk to me? I mentioned you every single chance I could at award ceremonies here and there, and he made like a list of like all these times where he just mentioned them, and he's like, dude, like, why don't you just pick up the phone and call me? So I think it was just really like petty and childish. It's like just immature, like literally just like pick up the phone, call him. Like,
it seems like one of those things.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, not to cut you
no,
off.
go.
Where someone didn't tell Koma how the music industry works. Like,
Yeah.
dude, that's how it is. Like, don't throw a tantrum. Like, Zedd doesn't decide who's on his songs, and you're a feature on one of his songs.
Yeah, also, he's fucking Zedd. All right, he's a big deal, dude. Like, fucking understand that.
It's a feature, a vocal feature on one song. It's not Zedd and Koma hanging out. I don't understand. And Zedd, personal story, last year I was at Forward Nightclub where our friend Nicole works, shout out Nicole, and Zedd performed at Forward, and after the show, it was in Cleveland, and I don't know if house music probably hasn't made to Cleveland yet. It didn't. There were maybe 150 people there at this nightclub, and it was in the spring, so it was kind of cold, and it was on the lake. Yeah, it was tough. I still went. It was fun, and the venue is across the street from the condo I was staying at. I rode the elevator up with Zedd and his manager.
No way.
And
Oh,
the
yeah,
dude
give you a pizza.
Dude hooked me up with a slice of za, so I can't, you give me pizza, Zedd's that's my guy. So I have nothing bad to say about Zedd.
Yeah.
Mathew Koma, cry me a river, grow up.
I agree. Yeah, let's move
comment.
on.
I mean, again,
I don't even want to talk about it anymore.
Zedd actually, have you ever seen super viral Zedd's house tour he did? It was on
Yo,
Facebook.
yeah.
So cool.
It's hype.
How many features can you name? Like, for example, on the Avicii album, I heard they didn't credit Chris Martin, but I was like, oh, that's Chris Martin from Coldplay on Heaven. The rest of it, I couldn't name one fucking person. That's how it works.
Yeah, I mean, there are some people that frequently get features. Rita Ora, Bebe Rexha, Jess Glynn. There's some big ones that...
Those are the ones that they'll tell, and you can pick that up.
Yeah.
And they're not tied to an artist. I don't understand. It's like he didn't understand the rules of the road and how music really works, so he threw a little tantrum about it.
Yeah.
Cry me a river, bro.
I
You're no
agree.
Ed Sheeran. Next.
So Woodstock 50th anniversary is coming up.
R.I.P.
2 months.
It's done.
It's done. So
Toast.
they said it was officially canceled. To give everyone the background knowledge, they said it was officially canceled in April, and then this investor came back and he was like, "Hey, I got you guys. Let's do this thing. I'm securing funding for you guys. Let's do it." So they were trying to get a venue. They had a venue, but the venue just pulled the permits out from under them. So now they're kind of stuck in limbo again, 2 months out before it's supposed to happen. It's not going to happen.
So frustrating because I don't understand, I guess, how the event throwing industry works, because the price not to get econ, but the price, people will pay whatever price they want to for these festivals. I think Tomorrowland,
it's about the
Coachella,
support though.
But that's what I don't understand is you can put as much. It just seems like it takes a lot to put them on, obviously, and there are some people somewhere who say we could put on a big event, we have the money to do it, and the risk reward just isn't there, because it seems like the money you could charge seems a lot higher than what people understand.
Well,
And I just don't understand what
you gotta think
what the downside risk is, and maybe it's just logistical nightmare and it's impossible. But I mean,
think about how many people they want to sell tickets to, and they want it to be a massive thing.
Which is fine, and I guess this is what I'm saying. Not specific to these people.
It's too late now to do it.
No.
2 months
I guess
out.
let me.
If they try to do it now, it's gonna be like Fire
No,
Festival
definitely.
thing.
I meant more like this, right? So I think the people that were trying to throw Woodstock was a bit of a amateur group. It wasn't experienced group. Why are small groups like that filling these voids where big event throwers should be? It's the question.
Like Golden Voice or something. Or
someone with real
Tomorrowland
money or real experience putting on really big events and making a ton of money. That's what I get is like, why would a rinky-dink organization want to throw Woodstock 50? It's such a no-brainer. There's so much nostalgia around Woodstock for people who never been there, parents didn't go there. Our generation would be hungry for something like that. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Well, I also feel like something comes down, with the nostalgia and, with Woodstock. First of all, they tried to redo it. Woodstock 99 was an absolute shit show. Go on YouTube and look that up if you've never seen that. Limp Bizkit was there, so that gives you an idea who was playing. And this is supposed to be like the Woodstock 50. I just feel that with the nostalgia point of it, it's a different type of music that they need to promote for Woodstock.
Yeah.
And there's a different type of selling point, and there's definitely a different audience that you're trying to promote. It's not going to be a Lollapalooza. It's not going to be a Coachella. It's not going to be a Spring Awakening. If you want to do Woodstock right, you need the bands. You need the live music. You need to bring. The Stones are on tour. You need to call those guys.
Yeah.
That's how it goes down. If you want to do Woodstock, that's how it's done. Woodstock 99 sucked dick. Look it up.
I just don't understand how there aren't more people willing to put money up to do really big events like this that are so obvious no-brainers, who have experience putting, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I just don't
for sure.
understand it.
Does any of that have to do with how Firefest went down? That maybe people just don't believe it or don't want to back it until they see the shit up forth?
I think people are just. I think it's more of the first Woodstock failure, and it's the logistics of it. It's gonna be a lot of people, and they don't have a venue, so it's just a lot to figure out, and I think they just are just kind of in limbo, and it's too close now, so it's just not gonna happen. But yeah,
No, it's all.
all right, dope.
Pisses
Next,
me off.
yeah, no, it's a bummer for sure, but Woodstock not gonna happen. But
Sad.
something new that's happening, legendary, first time ever. There's gonna be a DJ set on the International Space Station in space. So this guy, an astronaut, is going to be playing this set. It's kind of weird, for a cruise line, and the cruise line's gonna broadcast him for the 3,000 people down there live. So it's not they're literally I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's a set from space that's being streamed down.
Sounds like something people who go on cruises would like.
It's a luxury cruise.
So is it
yeah.
a guy in a set? So it's coming from up there, or it's coming from down there? They're
Up
playing
there.
it for people in the space
No,
station,
no,
or
no,
he's
no.
in the space
It's
station?
in this. He's in his space station.
I fucking love that, dude. I don't care what anyone says. That's bad.
Yeah, it's pretty hype. It's pretty hype.
Oh yeah. Oh, I can't hear you. There's no sound in space. All right. Bet.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. You got anything to add to that?
No.
Just more space stuff. I know. I mean, they send. Well, space and music. They send like a lot of. I mean, I know that like Rolling Stones had like one of their top 100s that they'll have like a cassette and they'll send music out there. So like the music's like eternal. So like if we ever run into aliens, they're like, oh, yo, if you like the Smashing Pumpkins, here you go, because they have like 3 Smashing Pumpkins tapes up there.
That's pretty fucking funny. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, now
I
to
love
move
space.
on to the beats. The beats of the week. Up first, we have Daydreamer by Aurora.
This was going to be one of the honorable mentions. I mentioned it earlier. This chick's voice, again, I think she's from Norway. It reminds me of the girl from Mr. Wives. It's so good. It's so pure. It's different. Little throwback. Get this chick in the mix. Start remixing her music. Her voice is so good. When the chorus hits, it's a good song. You let it ride. It
How old
needs
is
to get
it?
remixed. This came out. This is on. I heard it on Friday on New Music Friday. It's a new album she put out just recently. I'm staying current for you boys.
Is Aurora on the rise? She a new artist?
I think 100%. I
Coming
don't know how big she is or how long she's been around, but her voice, it's just so, it's got a very distinct sound. And again, it's got that Mr. Wives feel.
Yeah.
And when it hits and like the sound in the background, like it's very soothing, but it gets you going. It moves the needle. Aurora moves the needle.
And we become nighttime dreamers and streetwalkers and small talkers when we should
It's gonna hit?
I don't hate it.
daydreamers
Is it gonna
drop?
hit?
and dream talkers and we become nighttime dreamers and streetwalkers and small talkers.
I love how much you love this song.
Does it like climax?
Nah, she's got a really good voice. I need to
Like,
start
what
getting
about right
remixed.
here?
No, it just kind of keeps going. And then like the second chorus into the bridge, it's like a similar thing. It's not really an EDM song. So I put it as like a new, she needs to be in the EDM circuit because her voice is fire.
I like that. I like that. Good pick. Artist to watch for.
It's alright. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible. I like songs a little more. Okay. This song, I miss my I miss myself. Rehab remix.
That's back to me. The song goes. My brother, Thick Rick, what's up? He sent me this one earlier.
Yeah.
This one gets going. I'm a sucker. This one and the other song, I think. I'm a sucker for a good horn section. Just remember that.
A horn section.
Yeah, and this is a good song. You know, maybe you've got a buddy who's been dating a girl. You don't see him that often.
Yeah.
He's changed a little bit. You play it for him, and he'll just listen to the words.
He's changed a little bit.
Subtweet, you know who you are.
Make me feel a little loose.
Okay. Okay. I like it.
It's good. It's good. Did they have a second drop?
It's like a 9:45 p.m. song, you know? That's how I rate songs, by what time I play them at. Oh, yeah.
10 o'clock song, 10.
Mike!
Dude, this second shot is
Wait.
fire.
Mike! Too long. There we go. There we go. Yo, say less on that one, dude. Let's go.
Third pick. I Got You by Mike Williams.
Daddy's
Blake's
back.
third
I'm gonna
pick.
wrap it back up. Again, I'm a sucker for a good horn section. You'll hear it in this one. It goes.
Whoa,
I
bro,
like
you're
it.
so horny.
Yeah. Let me know. Let me know at what point of the night you'd play this one.
We're talking horns. What time's the bar close?
Skipping a
2?
45.
2:14. Could be a 2:45 a.m. song.
This? 2:45 a.m.? No, wait. This is like you're getting going at like 10:45. Night's about to start.
Oh wow. Oh, Blake. Oh, Blake. Wow.
Wait, good picks this week.
A lot of punch.
Second drop. 220.
Let's go. Okay. Wow.
Good shit.
Really good picks.
Wait, great 2 picks for the week. Honorable mention. It's okay.
You can find all these songs on our playlist, which we'll be putting out next week
On Base Space.
on Base Space.
www.basespace.online. There we go.
.online.
This song is Vince's first pick. Ritual by Tiesto, Jonas Blue, and Rita Ora.
Tiesto gets chirped a lot for not actually making his own music anymore. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie XOXOXO. You guys seen that movie on
Yeah,
Netflix?
it's absolute trash.
Big trash. Big
Bro,
trash.
Talk about like We Are Your Friends being cheesy. That movie, another level of cheesy.
So bad, but I do like watching it. I don't know how to explain it, but it's good. So that movie was like one big Netflix subtweet at Tiesto. They doesn't actually make music anymore. But this song is such a slapper. Oh man. Rita Ora is so good.
Oh man, dude.
Her solo music is pretty fire too, I have to see. Just Tiesto's classic summer coming out with new music, one song. I don't know if it matches
This is a great song when you're on the beach,
This-
chilling.
pool music.
Pool music all day, dude. Belk chilling.
Yes.
Literally.
Check that out.
Here we
All right,
go.
now we got Vic's picks. Vic's picks.
Here we go with Vic's picks. First up, we have Wet, Deep House Song by Wax Motif.
Deep House. I like Deep House.
Starting at 52 seconds.
Throw that back and bounce, watch it jiggle on me.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Say less. Stop it. Oh shit.
Bounce, watch it jiggle on me. Shake, shake, let me see you work that.
Oh, dude, how good is that? Yeah. The Bang Olufsen's headphones
Bounce,
on.
watch it jiggle on me.
Wow. That
Shake,
This would be
shake,
great.
let me see you work that. 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 Let me see you work that.
that
Let me
ludicrous?
see you work that. Let me see you work that. Let me see you work that. Let me see you work that. Work that.
Wow. I like that. I like that.
Second drop, here we go.
Throw that back and bounce, watch it jiggle on me.
So good. All right, next song up.
Bounce, watch it jiggle on me.
Big Chris Lake vibes.
Next song up, we have
Shake, shake.
Must Be Love by Young Bae. This song, well, disco action.
I'm already down. I'm already biting. Chum the waters, baby. I come a call.
This is like so not me, but I heard it on my SoundCloud today. Nightmare reposted it. I
My
was
next
like,
number, I'd like to return to the classics.
We gotta get rollerblades. And just cruise,
Yes.
man.
play the Carly Rae Jepsen song from last week.
Yeah, I want you in that.
So good. All right, now to take a step in the way opposite direction. We got Snails
I'm scared.
and Crimmer with Jackhammer.
Are we fighting?
Little false drop action.
Stop this man. My liver's bleeding.
I'm just waiting for that classic script. Call 911 now!
Good stuff.
Good shit, good shit. Not the best subset song, but I mean, like, that Falls drop, like, yeah, it's pretty good.
Pick me up just to put me down.
This song is Peace by Alice in Wonderland, Cave On remix. This past weekend, I had the pleasure of shooting him. This is the song I'm doing my edit to. Beautiful, beautiful song.
I'm a big Alice in Wonderland fan.
He's an artist to watch. I'm telling you, I really think he's gonna blow up. Dude's a beast.
You know what? It's weird that on Apple Music you can't follow artists.
You should be able to.
Weird.
All right. Well, that wraps it up for today. We got one more song, the honorable mention, the throwback, to give Zedd some support.
Yeah, he needs our support.
Throwing on clarity.
Please
featuring
give him
Foxes.
give him 1/100th of a millionth of a penny by playing that song.
Yeah, if you've ever heard of this guy, his name's Zedd. He's pretty new. He's not getting a lot of credit on
It's
Twitter.
pretty great. We
He
played
needs a
Zedd's
fourth-
Dead last weekend, and Zedd is not dead.
He needs
Yeah.
a fourth waterfall in his house, so please keep playing the music.
You know Zedd's Dead's a Pulp Fiction reference, right?
Yeah.
I just don't feel like people know that enough. Yeah, so just for all you guys out there, it's a Pulp Fiction reference.
Yeah, it doesn't have to do this
Tarantino's ninth movie coming soon. Put on the IG story. Follow me at Vince Zenner for your Insta stories that don't make sense.
Follow me at Victor the Fourth for your daily dose of beautiful EDM content that I've taken, photographed, and done video to.
I wouldn't follow me on Instagram.
Me neither, honestly.
Also, go check out all of our content at Base Space. It's at www.basespace.online. All the great content. You can find all these songs here with other exclusive interviews that we do as a team. For me, That Exotic Lifestyle, just getting started. We do 2 other podcasts. Great content over there. Thanks so much for watching.
Base space.
Hope you enjoyed it. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. We'll see you next time. This is Victor, Blake, Vince, and we're out. Later.
Dude, just tank top, like camel pack.
Someone's gonna be bad.